Hello, we're the Skin and Blister Sisters, and we're here outside of Windsor Castle, 3 days away from the wedding.
We're so excited. It's the royal wedding and it's in Windsor where we live. So we as locals are going to give you the lowdown on what to do on the royal wedding day on Saturday the 19th of May. Come and join our crazy journey.
It's going to be amazing. And we're sitting here with some of the best royalist fans you can ever have. We're going to talk to the team here in a minute. But we're sitting here with Sky. Yes?
Yep.
So tell us, Sky, do you come to every event?
Well, more or less.
What was the last event you were at, Sky?
When William had a baby.
The last one?
Yes.
What,
The Linda Wing.
Prince Louis.
Yeah. And the one before, Charlotte. And the one before that, George. And I went to his wedding.
You're hardcore, you are.
Core.
Hardcore.
No, just a sweet little plum.
I'm going to move on to Terry here as well. Terry is called Royalist Terry. You're very famous as Royalist Terry. And we saw you the other night. But now you've moved in. You set up camp. You're here. Are you cold?
What are you saying to? Nippy. Nippy. Again, I'm pretty used to it. I wrap up warm. What can I say? You've got to keep warm. I've got a hot water bottle on the way. All the old pensioners look after me with a hot water bottle.
Terry, what has been your favourite ever event that you've been to, as in one of these?
Years ago, when I was 4 years old, I met the King and Queen during the Blitz. That's how it all started. And I'm sure I must have a drop of royal blood. I think they all know me and they become friends as well.
Oh, that is so lovely. So what are you looking forward to most about the royal wedding?
With this royal wedding, it's a little bit different. You've got a young couple who are really in love. It's about love, really. It's not about monarchy. I think what's really nice is they love each other. Just like you and me, when you see someone you like, you fall in love. And this is what this is all about. If his mum was here, she would be a very proud lady to see her sons grow up like they have. And I've known Diana like everybody else, but I have met her. And she's a nice lady, I tell you that.
Oh, that's lovely. It's all about true love. There's hope for me yet. Terry, are you taken?
Am I?
I think that's a no. I think that was a nice way of saying it. Lovely to meet you, Terry. I'm going to give you a kiss and hand the microphone back to Avril.
Right, here we are in Windsor. I just want to show you all what the infrastructure looks like here from a media perspective. You see all these porta cabins here underneath the castle walls. I think they're for the BBC and some other press. Oh, here's another viewing platform. The cameras and everything. Looks interesting. Just going to the bandstand. Windsor Castle. We got the castle behind us, and this is where Harry and Meghan, on their big day, will do their processional route.
Absolutely. So we will show you in a bit. They're going to walk a lot. Walk? They're not going to walk.
They're not walking anywhere.
They're in a horse and carriage. It's going to be beautiful. And they're going to start from over there, if I point, and come all the way. This is the end of the procession route. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be packed. It's going to be music and vans and 25,000 people.
Yes, it's going to be absolutely amazing here. Giant screens where you can watch the wedding. Food trucks. We love that term.
Oh, and the flesh furniture. That is the crowd.
We are here at the Boatman. By the river. In Windsor. The only pub on the river in Windsor.
We just bumped into one of our best friends, Helena, who has been a Windsor resident for about 20 plus years, like us. We just thought, what are you doing, Helena, on the wedding day?
Well, I'm most certainly going to stay around Windsor to sort of see all what's happening. And I'll probably go to places like the Duchess of Cambridge.
Which is just behind her.
Yes. And then down round the Boatman, because they're showing a lot of things on the big screen, so there should be a lot of excitement all out and about. So I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be rocking in Windsor, isn't it? There's these streets here, where we are. I'm just going to pan round a bit. Can you see that?
I can see footpath. Oh, I can see bits.
We are right by the castle, and these streets are going to be not paved with gold, but paved with people, aren't they? People, and it's going to be so exciting.
Carol, shall we all do a little spin around so you can see the castle behind us?
Okay, it's slowly. I need to make sure we're in it as well. Rosie's doing sound.
Oh, there we go. Do do be do do do. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married.
Marry Harry, was that? Marry Harry.
We all want to marry Harry. Do you want to marry Harry?
No.
The barriers. Now, a lot of barriers have been put up in Windsor. You can see them here. This is the entrance to Park Street. These have been here for a little while now, actually. This is to make the town safe as possible, and there'll be a lot of security on the day of Harry and Meghan's wedding.
We've just bumped into lovely Elizabeth and Jacqueline, and they're going to tell us why they're here in Windsor and what they love about royals and what connections you have.
Well, I'm Elizabeth. I'm actually Irish, but I do love the royals. I'm from Australia. I'm here on a quick trip, and we had to come to Windsor because I had the opportunity to meet the Queen many times, Prince Charles, Philip, Princess Diana, and many, many more. It's actually my husband's connection, but he's not here, so I'm quite, yeah.
Oh, so how did you meet them? What
My
happened?
husband was ADC to the Australian State Governor for 5 years, and it was at that time when the royals would come to Sydney. There was State Government House, and we being staff were invited to meet them.
So who was the nicest one?
Well, Prince Charles was a bit stuffy, but I had dessert with him, so I probably spent the longest time with him. Diana was amazing. And I remember seeing her and meeting her and shaking her by the hand and thinking, I've seen that outfit before. When I went back through my books, it was what she wore at William's christening. So she got a double wear out of that outfit, which was fantastic.
I think that's amazing. So what are you going to be doing on the royal wedding?
We haven't quite decided. Probably an afternoon tea, of course, champagne, definitely champagne, and it will probably become a champagne dinner as well, I would imagine.
Champagne for starter, main course and dessert. It's my kind of party. This is Church Street, which we think that Harry Potter's Diagon Alley was actually designed from, because it's a real life Harry Potter world. But we're in the middle of Windsor where we live, and as you can see behind us, if we move down a little bit, that is the castle, our famous Windsor Castle, and that is where the royal procession is going to start, and we're going to show you what that looks like. This is Darling Dell, one of Windsor's famous locals. We love him very much. And Dell, what are you going to be doing on Royal Wedding Day?
Well, I will be approaching a few of the pubs, but because they'll all be packed with Americans because of Meghan, but I will really enjoy myself. If I can't get in a local pub, I will still go out and watch the celebrations.
Absolutely. Now, do you know that we are playing as our band, the Skin and Blister Band, on the Royal Wedding Night in the Acre? And are you going to come and see us?
Right, just the two of you.
No, the six of us.
The six, the big band.
Yeah, big band.
I don't know. I'll try. Honestly, a beautiful band, and you two with it make the night. You know, you make the night.
I love it when you play Hard to Get, Dell. It's lovely to see you. See you soon. I think you should sing us a little song. What about going a little wedding song? Another bride, another Jew.
You've got to do that with me.
You sing.
Another bride, another tune.
Another sunny honeymoon. Another season.
We had a reason, just make him whoopee. That's your favourite too.
So, Avril, what is happening at the Boatman here on the Royal Wedding Day? Tell me all about it.
Okay, so on the Royal Wedding Day, here on this fabulous terrace, you can see behind me, we've got talk radio broadcasting live from here. It's going to be such fun. We have Steph and Dom from Gogglebox on this giant deck chair. Can we see the giant deck chair?
There's 3 people on it.
Oh, lovely. So, Steph and Dom will be broadcasting from here. Yes. We also have screens in the conservatory over here, and we'll be showing the wedding and the build-up from 10 a.m. that morning. So if you want to book a table, there are a lot of bookings already, so you need to get in quick. And if you don't want to watch the wedding, just want to soak up the atmosphere, you can be here with Talk Radio on this fabulous terrace. We're going to have sharing platters. They have a special cocktail or two, the Markle Sparkle, and what's the other one?
The Hooray Harry.
Yeah, that's the one. So, if you want somewhere that's a little more relaxed, by the river to enjoy the royal wedding, but not in the throng, the madding crowd, come here and
wear a thong.
Wear a thong, a madding thong, and do it here by the river. Look, we'll just show you again. We're here by the river.
Down by the riverside, down by the riverside,
Down by the riverside of you want to enjoy the royal wedding. Down by the riverside,
come on and join
us here
Ba-da-bum.
at the Boatman.
Hello. Guess who we have spotted around the town? It's our fabulous Mel. And Mel looks after everything at the Acre in Windsor, where we are playing on Saturday night, the night of the wedding. So Mel, what are you doing the whole day of the royal wedding? Tell us all about it.
Well, we've got a big screen event, obviously. Everybody will be coming in and watching the royal wedding, amongst other things, followed by the FA Cup final, which is always a big event for the club, and a barbecue out the back. And then in the evening, at about 9 o'clock, I think, it's the fabulous Skin and Blister Band, who are probably Windsor's most popular band.
The best.
Probably the best. Simply the best.
If Carlsberg did bands, we're probably the best one in Windsor.
Yeah. Or Heineken, or anybody else.
What beer are you selling in the day?
Oh, we're doing great deals on Prosecco and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Pims, lagers. We're going to reduce our prices by at least 15%. Across the board.
Wow.
So you got the royal beer, haven't you? The real ale.
We've got Windsor Knot, which is selling really well at the moment. We'll have that in bottles as well, so people want to come and buy a bottle, take it away, souvenir. It'll be great. It'll be a good day.
And this is Tony.
Good evening.
Yes, Tony is he runs this fabulous pub behind us. Now this is the Windsor Castle pub, and this pub is on the route.
It is.
It's absolutely on the route, and Harry and Meghan will come past here. So we what time is it?
1:15.
1:15 they'll be past here. So we're just going to ask Tony what he's got planned for that day.
So, for our 3 days building up to the wedding, we have NBC, ITV, RTL in our car park and in our pub. So they're doing all the film on the royal wedding. Then we have a party in the car park. So we have a Pims bus, we have a champagne bus, Prosecco bus, we have a catering company called Peckish that do all the food for most of the TV companies.
That's a good name for a catering company.
Peckish. So we have Lorraine O'Reilly singing.
Who was on tour with Russell Crowe, we have to add, and she's amazing.
She was, yeah. So she's singing just before and afterwards. And then we have a band called Appaloosa in the evening. And before Appaloosa, we have the FA Cup final, of course, Manchester United and Chelsea.
Just a busy day, isn't it?
So yeah, so the full day is going to be taken up, and we're going to be partying till about 1 o'clock in the morning.
This route is going to be absolutely jam-packed with people.
It will be, yeah. So there's all the vantage points. If you look over, if you go across this way, so the TV company have all the rights up here. The interviewing room is set in our conservative department. And then, yeah, we're expecting something like 25 to 30,000 people along the King's Road. So, yeah.
It's going to be a busy day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome, girls.
I wish we could be here. We're somewhere else on that day.
But you can't be there all day, so you're invited back down later on, okay?
Good.
We love you, Tony.
We love you too, girls.
See you soon.
See you soon. Thanks for the interview.
So at this point in the proceedings, imagine you are one of the horses taking the carriage along the street, along the long walk. Harry and Meghan have just got married and they're in the back. And this is what they're going to see. Well, it's not what they're going to see. They're going to see 25,000 people cheering and whooping and celebrating along here. It's amazing.
Wave it, everyone, Rosie. Beautiful. Beautiful. Woo! Anyway, we wear these every now and then. There's a royal occasion in Windsor, if there's a flotilla or something interesting. And what I do is, you can buy these in the Windsor Castle gift shop. And what you do is you get a little bit of floristry wire and your own headband. You can get these at any Claire's Accessories or anywhere else. And what we do is we wire it all together. Right, we need to make sure it's really on tight. And we twist it. And then we wind it back up. Make sure it's tight. And then you can pop that loose wire in there. Make sure it's sort of at the top so it doesn't then come back dig into your head.
That wouldn't be good.
No, it wouldn't be good.
I'm going to be wearing this one. I don't want it digging into my
are.
head. No.
So that's all there is to it. Make your own. Here's to the Royal Wedding on the 19th of May.